All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today, keep in mind, we're live from Nashville, Tennessee, so I do apologize. I don't know what the hell I'm going to put behind this video. It might be highlights. I don't really know what we're going to do, but before we go into this video, if you guys enjoy, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It is greatly appreciated. The Cleveland Cavaliers got a very, very dominant win last night against the Toronto Raptors. Now, granted, both teams are dealing with COVID issues on their own, but still, nonetheless, great win. Sorry I couldn't get a recap out to you guys. We decided to hit the town. So back on Thursday, we'll be back to normal. But I still want to talk about Darius Garland because in his last 4 games, he has gone 22 points, 8 assists on 53% from the field, 28.6 assists, and 50% from the field. 22.6 assists, 77% from the field, and then 21 points, 3 assists for 64%. Now, Darius Garland on the season is playing phenomenal. I mean, he is going to make the All-Star team. He has a player efficiency rating of just about 18. He's averaging 19.5 points per game, 3 rebounds, 7.5 assists, while shooting 48% from the field and 38.5 from downtown. Now, this is just his 3rd season in the league. We saw a ton of glimpses of this, particularly last season, but especially there at the end. He was just dominating. I mean, he was absolutely dominating. But what I'm loving from Darius Garland is, first off, he can play with Colin Sexton, right? You know, there isn't an issue there. Darius Garland is exactly what the Cleveland Cavs were looking for. I mean, exactly what they're looking for. A guy who can average 7.5 assists per game. That's what any team is desperate for. He also throws in a steal and a half per game, but man, it goes deeper with Darius Garland. I mean, this guy can do so many different things. He can literally catch and shoot threes. He can play defense. He can score you like 10 straight points. He's good in the pick and roll. He can set his teammates up. I mean, it's going so well. It is going so well. And ever since he came into the league back in 2019, where he put up like 12 points, about 4 assists on pretty solid shooting, not really from the field, but solid from downtown. So you knew there was potential there. You knew there was potential there. And then especially with Colin Sexton's injury, it's just, I mean, they're relying more and more and more on guys like Darius Garland, and just it's next man up at this point. So All-Star team, I would have to say absolutely. I mean, I would literally have to say absolutely. But let's talk a little bit about the Cavs game last night, because they won by literally 45 points, man, which puts them at 20-13 on the season. I really liked the starting lineup that they ran with last night. And then even guys like Denzel Valentine, 17 points, 9 rebounds, 6 of 11 from the field, 5 of 9 from downtown. He was huge. You know, it's just huge to get guys like Denzel Valentine. If you guys don't know, I'm from Chicago, so I'm a big Bulls fan, and I have dealt with 3 years of Denzel Valentine. And, you know, immediately the pick, when he went to the Bulls, I was not a fan of it because he was like 23 years old, 24 years old already. But Denzel is a very good three-point shooter. The thing is he's streaky and he can be inconsistent. So having a confidence game like this, 17-9, and like I said, you know, I know Toronto is very depleted right now. I mean, their starting lineup was Delano Banton, Yuta Watanabe, Svi, DJ Wilson, and Chris Boucher, and they only played 8 guys. I mean, their whole team is literally out. I'm actually shocked that they played this game for both sides. But just getting the confidence in like your 11th man, your 10th or your 12th man, your 13th man. Just because you never know what's going to happen. What if one of these players goes down with an injury? Hopefully nothing long term, but what if we're talking a couple of weeks here? We're talking a month here. You want to keep that momentum going, and that's what's so scary about the Cavs is you kind of witnessed it last night where you had 6 players in double digits. All of their starters had double-digit points. Where, you know, like I alluded to earlier in the video, it's next man up. But one thing about this Cavs team is their chemistry is just on point. They have phenomenal team chemistry. And so just getting, you know, it might not sound that important right now, especially if you're not a Cavs fan, but just having a game where Denzel goes off for 17-9, 5-9 from downtown, it's huge for confidence. And it's just even more so where it's like, if we call on your name, we expect you to produce. And all of these players, like especially all these young players, they're producing. They're up for the challenge. Last night, Kevin Love, the veteran presence, Ricky Rubio, the veteran presence. These guys off of the bench last night, they were starting. These are the X factors on the team. These are the guys who can help propel you deep into the playoffs and maybe even make a championship run. But I'm loving, and I've talked about Kevin Love a ton in my videos, where 22 points last night, 9 rebounds, 7 to 12 from the field, 6 and 9 from downtown. It's insane what Kevin Love can do in such little. I mean, on the season, he's averaging like 13 points, 7.5 rebounds. He's averaging less than 20 minutes a night. And that stat line I just told you, 22 and 9, 6 and 9 from downtown, that's in 18 minutes. 18 minutes, man. So it's just huge. And you can see it. His smile is contagious. He's happy. He's having a good time. And it just spreads throughout the team. I really liked what I saw from Lauri Markkanen last night as well. 20.7 rebounds for him. Very efficient, 9 of 13 from the field, 1 of 3 from downtown. And then also Dean Wade, man, pulling up 17 points, 7 to 12 from the field, 2 of 5 from downtown. Dean Wade is another one of those key important bench players because he's only been in the league for a handful of years. He's still 25, so he's at that point where he's not too old. He's definitely not too young. These are guys that if they're going to continue to produce, you just never know, man. So I would never even want to put a ceiling on this Cavs team because first off, you're without Sexton. So you have a key player. You're one of your top 3 players on the team going down with injury. So, keep that in mind. But this Cavs team is exciting. And, we talk about this all the time. They've had one of the hardest schedules in the entire season so far to date. So things are looking really good for the Cavs. And, I hated my comment section last night, some of them, because it's like you can't pick who you play. You can't pick who you play when you play them. Like, I understand Toronto was depleted. But, hey, at the same time, so was Cleveland. Toronto doesn't choose to play Cleveland, on Monday or Sunday, December 26th. Cavs don't choose to play Toronto on Sunday, December 26th, with all this COVID crap going on. So I just think it's important to, you need to win the games you're supposed to win. So even minuscule wins like this to an outsider, to a casual NBA fan, these are just big. These are just big wins, man. So shout out to this Cavs team. Puts them at 20-13 on the season. Things are going to get fun here, man. Things are going to get very fun. You have Darius Garland about to be averaging 20-7, about to make an all-star team along with Jared Allen. They're just so exciting. So thank you guys for watching today's video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you wouldn't mind. Once again, I do apologize. I'm not sure how the quality of this video is going to turn out, so I appreciate it, and peace.